We were reading the book of Job with the family, and this time we were reflecting on something that we never considered before about Job's story. So are you ready to get on this trail with me? Hello everyone, my name is Victor Costa, and I'm here inviting you for another Bike and Bible. So when Job loses all his possessions, his children all die, he's afflicted with severe diseases, and even his wife despises him, the Bible tells that there's three friends of Job that they leave behind the comfort of their lives and their routines, their responsibilities, and they come to stay with Job, to comfort him, to be on his side in his moment of affliction. So they come to sympathize with Job. The Bible tells that they tear their clothes, they humble themselves. It's like they identify with Job's situation, and they sit there with him for 7 days and 7 nights in complete silence, grieving for their friend Job. However, as time passes by, it seems like Job's situation is not getting any better. It doesn't improve. It seems that the pain and the anguish, they only increase. So Job begins to complain. Then those friends start to criticize and attack him with words of judgment. And often they seem correct in their theological arguments, although they do not apply to Job's situation. It comes to a certain point that Job even says that they're mocking him. So, as time goes by, those three friends who were initially on Job's side, they become his main critics. And instead of comforting him, they inflict even more pain, even more suffering to Job's inexplicable situation. So this made me think about how we position ourselves regarding Israel, especially when things get difficult, adverse, and even controversial. And friends, I'm not here saying that Israel is like Job, as the Bible describes, that he was a righteous man, flawless man. But I believe that this story has something to teach us about how we relate to Israel. So often we, as believers, we're quick to stand by Israel and to say that we are Israel's friends. However, when their situation doesn't get any better, and when it becomes increasingly complex, hard, and when it starts to cost more and more of our own reputation to stand by our friend, what do? Do we start criticizing with words of judgment? Do we adopt an attitude of opposition toward our friend? Well, at the end of the book of Job, we see that the Lord appears and he judges those three friends because of Job. And then the Lord puts Job as an intercessor for his friends so that the Lord's judgments would not come against them and strike them, and they would not bear the consequences of speaking falsely and accusing Job. Similarly, I would say, the scriptures also tell us that at the end of this age, the Lord will come to judge the nations because of Israel and because of how they related to Israel. And just as Job became an intercessor for his friends on behalf of his friends, Israel will become a blessing for all the nations of the earth. Indeed, the Bible says in the book of Revelation that the nations will come to Jerusalem to seek for the leaves of the tree of life that will be for the healing of the peoples. At the culmination of this age, Israel will become a blessing to all the nations, like the Lord promised to his friend Abraham. Therefore, how have you been relating to this nation that the Lord has chosen to bless all the families of the earth through her? What have you been saying about her? What is your current stance about her? Where do you position yourself? How have you been praying for Israel? Are you ready to stand by Israel no matter the cost? Tell me what you think in the comments below. And until next time, Maranatha.